one of the things that the Our London Family Act is talking about is recruiting minorities into government, into administrations, into boards, into commissions, because we want as many perspectives and as many lenses as we can at every facet of society. And lastly, human rights complaints. And as lawyers, trust me, I read this and I fully understand the potential legal issues that flow from this, but extending the limitation for human rights complaints to 5 years to take into account the trauma the victims face, that while allowing a claimant to seek an extension to the limitation period, if the claimant has extenuating circumstances that reasonably demonstrate why they were unable to file a formal human rights complaint within the 5-year limitation period. I get it. I'm married to a personal injury lawyer. I understand that limitation periods, 2 years and discoverability principle and all of that stuff. And it's a discussion, right? Is there merit to extending it in 5 years? Well, maybe there is and maybe there isn't, but at least there's merit to having the discussion, and there's merit to saying, okay, you know what, in certain circumstances, does it make sense to extend the limitation period to 5 years? It's a discussion worth having. And so when we talk about legislative changes, further to what Nusaiba was saying, the Our London Family Act is an example of that. And I know, Nusaiba, I'm going to pass it back to you. We're very tight on time, so I'm going to see if you and I can wrap up in the next 5 minutes so we can move the questions, but over to you.
Yep. And
I'm going to go to that one right there because I remembered. There you go.
That's perfect. Okay, I'll be really quick. I'm going to talk about 2 pieces in terms of amendments. The first is hate crime accountability, which is a part of that Our London Family Act piece. When we're talking, just the same way, I would argue that, over the last decade or so, we've started to see a reckoning in the police response to sexual assaults. We are now at the beginning, just at the little infancy beginning, where we're starting to realize that the same problems exist with hate crimes, and there are many. So there's the criminal threshold to reach, which is a legislative concern. But in terms of police accountability and response,